India, your wish is my app.
We've all heard the tale of Aladdin's lamp. All Aladdin had to do was rub his lamp, and hey presto, a genie would appear to grant him 3 wishes. Now in the 21st century, those of us in the know carry a lamp like that every day with us. Confused? Well, actually it's called a mobile phone. The only difference, this genie can grant you virtually any number of wishes, at least until your battery dies. The only real difficulty actually is figuring out what you should wish for. And it's precisely that difficulty that we are here to address on Nokia, Your Wish is My App. Now, thousands of people from all over India have written to us on Facebook, Twitter, email, in fact, everything short of parchment, giving us their weird, wacky and wonderful ideas for new apps. On this show and the ones to follow, we will give those brains behind all of those an idea, this platform. It's a very simple deal. Come on the show, present your idea to our judges and walk away with ₹1 million. An awesome idea and one that demands an awesome set of judges. So who do we have on our jury? Judge number 1 founded India Games, is the managing director of Disney UTV Digital and maintains a blog called www.godinchief.com. That's the quiet and unassuming Vishal Gondal. Vishal, welcome to the show. Great having you here. Now, everybody is expecting you to be very docile, very subtle, Mr. Good Guy. That's really who you are, right?
Absolutely. As we know, there are 22 million gods in India, but there can only be one God in chief.
Only one God in chief. In 2011, People Magazine India included him in their list of sexiest men alive. In May 2012, he cooked for a fundraiser hosted for President Barack Obama in New York. And he's here today to cook every applicant's goose. The host of MasterChef India Season 2, Vikas Khanna. Vikas, fantastic having you here. A whole new role for you, right?
Absolutely, yes.
But in the world of apps and technology, I hear that you have a very different way of thinking about apps. For you, they are?
Appetizers.
Judge number 3 is a venture capitalist par excellence with deals at Yahoo and Scient in his portfolio. He has a nose for success. Harvard Business School alumni angel Raj Chennai. He is here with us right now. Raj, now you're going to be really the voice of reason in terms of the investment. Does this make financial sense? Would you invest money with this person? Does the app have a financial future? But what is it that you're looking for besides making money off these people?
I think there's 2 different aspects of the types of apps that I think would be interesting. One would be apps that are solving some serious issues in terms of whether it be infrastructure, social problems, or others that could just be fun apps that we can all enjoy.
So 3 perfect personalities, and that takes me now to finally judge number 4, someone you've probably never heard of. Just kidding, you've surely heard of her, the winner of the 2010 Filmfare Award for Best Supporting Actress. This judge looks very angelic, but I'm told she can actually be quite a shaitan and even a Diane. Welcome, Kalki K. Kla. We've heard from these 3, but now you're here for a whole different reason. What could you do for all these people besides the fact that every one of them is going to be like, wow, what an amazing looking judge?
I think I'm here to give them hope.
And oh, by the way, my name is Rajiv Makhni. Now that we all know each other, let me tell you how this is going to work. First, our contestants are not called contestants. We call them applicants. Get that? Now, each applicant begins with a score of 10 from each judge, and each judge can deduct points based on many criteria: the innovativeness of the app, the utility, presentation, marketability, and all other such things. The real first stage is to make it to the top 3. And the top 3 applicants, when they are shortlisted, they'll come back out here. They will then start on a level playing field and will be equal in the eyes of the judges at that point of time. One applicant will then be selected from each show to go through to our grand final. All clear? We are ready to rock and roll with contestant. No, that's completely wrong. Applicant number 1 is Jivesh.
My lucky number is 1, so I guess this should be lucky for me.
So Jivesh, welcome. Your number 1, is that a number that you actually deem lucky?
Yes, in fact, my birthday is on 10/10/1988, and if you add that all up in the various ways, it all adds up to 1.
All right, Jivesh. Remember, you have 60 seconds and then we'll hit you with the questions. Your time to tell us about the world-changing app starts now.
So Kalki, do you often find yourself going to house parties after the 1 a.m. deadline? I don't know if you do, but I know for the thousands of party goers, we have to. So half an hour into this party and towards the end of your playlist, you often get a drunken song request. After all your David Guettas and Pitbulls, there's always this somebody who wants that Dinchak Bollywood music. So where do you go? We often go to YouTube and we are, playing the songs of our phones. So, and there's this 15 seconds of awkward silence between Honey Singh and Pungi Bajade. And it's really annoying. I mean, the people are shouting about the DJ is sad, but the truth is there is no DJ. So there's an app precisely for this. It's called Tube Mash. It's a very simple app. So you have, it works like a DJ app where you have two docks. You load up a video on one dock, you play it while you're on the other dock, your other video loads, and you fade into one other while adding some effects.
The first one that I have actually is, why did Kalki only get asked about partying? What do we look like? The other four look like we sit at home all day and do nothing else.
I'm the closest one to college out of all of us.
Oh, okay, all right, that way, okay. So you should first answer. Do you have a 1 a.m. deadline? Does your husband ask you to come back?
No, I don't. My husband usually doesn't come home till 6 in the morning, so that's not an issue.
No deadlines for you at all?
No deadlines for me.
Okay, all right.
And I do go to house parties. But yeah, I feel this, I feel it's an alright app, but it doesn't have much more to it than that. That's all there is to it.
The evolution of the app is such that, we create a new genre in DJing where you're not just mixing songs, but you're mixing videos.
Part of the problem really is that when you're playing music, there is no role of video to be played really over there. And you're expecting in a house party to have a big projector and...
No, not a projector. So the app would have where you can wirelessly sync to your smart TV and play the video.
Okay, not bad. That's a good start. Out of 50, you got 37 points. Fantastic, Jivesh. Hopefully, you'll make it to the top 3. And we'll see you in the final. Very good, Jivesh.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, so Vikas, I want to know from you. I mean, I know one that you really liked him with whatever, but if you go with the fact that it's because he's young, there are going to be about another 200 people that are young.
I just think it's a good idea.
It didn't go as I had planned it. The judges are tough, at least one of them.
Next up, another beat-happy boy. His surname may be Bhansali, but this one is Siddharth from Bangalore and not Sanjay Leela from Bombay. And he's on hand to present the audio marketplace.
For example, if there's a guy who wants a special song for his girlfriend and he can't deliver it because he can't sing. So what happens is he'll post a request on the website, on the platform, and anyone can fulfill this request.
Do you ever use Google? Have you ever been to internet? Have you seen places like SoundCloud? There are 1,000 websites where there are marketplaces for, there is a site called Voice Sutra, which you can go and say, I'm looking for this kind of a voiceover with this accent and this age, and you can get voice recording. So that's one of my problem, that there are versions of this already existing.
It's quite clear. Vishal is a tough nut to crack. Back to the drawing board, Siddharth.
I think Vishal Gondal was the toughest one, and because he knows all this stuff pretty well.
Our next contender likes shopping online. He got the idea for his fabulous app when he wanted to buy a pair of trousers off the web, and he wondered what would happen if he got his own waist size mixed up with that of King Kong's. Guwahati's S. Naga Rohit.
Concept of a trial room for online fashion shopping. You cannot try an outfit before you buy it online. You cannot guarantee that the size 36 trouser you want to purchase online is exactly the size 36 you had in mind when you purchased it.
If I take somebody who's 6 feet and I take 2 different cameras, he'll look completely different on both.
And I also feel it's a very boy's perspective, this.
Well, Kalki thought this app was simply too simplistic to be of much use to the fairer sex, so that's one judge that Rohit might not have impressed.
I mean, we cannot express, entirely at lower level because this is the next generation thing.
After that amazing online shopping experience, I think it's time for a break, even on the show. Up ahead, we've got a jumpy jet setter and a party animal who wants to blast music all night, but silently.